Hey everybody, thanks for joining us here today at Book Blather. If you're new here, I'm Dave, this is Olive, and we usually talk about books that we've read or acquired recently to help spread the joy of reading. So we're doing a little bit of a spontaneous video tonight. It's a little bit of a hodgepodge. So the first and biggest thing is we recently passed 1,000 subscribers. And we did a post about it a few weeks back, and I'm not going to repeat everything that was in the post. We'll probably end up getting all teary. But we just wanted to say, on video that we so very much appreciate all of you that come here and spend time with us. We are pretty amazed that many people are interested in coming here and watching our nonsense, but we couldn't be happier. It's been a great time. We're so thankful for every one of you that spends your time with us, and it's been a great ride for us, and we just can't wait to have more fun with all of you. We, as part of to celebrate the hitting 1,000 subscribers, well, a couple things. First thing is, in July we had mentioned that or before we were published, we mentioned that we had a story coming out in this book called the Stygian Collection, which then came out in July. And so we, both to celebrate the publication and to celebrate hitting 1,000 subscribers, we want to do a giveaway for this. So we'll leave it open for, if you're interested in this book. It's called the Stygian Collection because it's a play on Stygian, or the Styx. Some of the stories are directly related to the Styx, and some are just, dark, gloomy. It's stories. It's basically a collection of dark short stories. And so a lot of great writers in here, a lot of really good stories. And so, we're proud to be part of this collection. We did recently filmed an interview with Holly over at the Stygian Society, the publisher of this volume, and we'll let you know when that interview goes live. But in the meantime, we want to do this giveaway of the book. So if you're interested in getting a free copy of this, let us know whether you want a signed copy or not, and leave us a comment. We'll leave it open for a week, and then we'll spin the wheel and send it off to the winner. And the other thing, of course, is that we hit 1,000 subscribers, so we think we're supposed to do a live stream. And we haven't done a live stream on this, but that's what everybody does. So we figured if we hit 1,000, that's what we would do. It seems a little weird because I don't know. I always just feel like, even though a number of people have subscribed to us, I always feel like if we did a live, not really anybody would show up. But I guess that's not true. So, let us know if we should do the live. I think we will, and whoever shows up, and if we gonna do it, we'll put out if it sounds like people want us to do it, we'll put out a call for questions in a video and a post, and we'll try to do that maybe in a couple weeks, and you can find out a little more about us. And so I guess as part of that, we're also going to do a tag today. This is this tag, as if you've been around for a while, we almost never do tags. We've only done a couple tags, and they are very special tags. But today we're going to do that. We figured we'd maybe just start doing more videos, and maybe just even do some tags that don't actually have anything to do with books, and just so people can get to know us a little bit better. Right, Olive? And so that's what we're going to do today. This is we're doing today is called the Music and the Memory tag. This was created by Rod Gilly, and we were tagged by Emily over at Dark Violet Dreams. Emily, if you're not aware, has a dark. She reads dark fiction, mostly horror. She's the sweetest thing ever, and has a great channel. She recently restarted the channel to refocus it, and if you're not already aware of her, definitely go check it out. They'll both be linked below. Dark Violet Dreams. And so we kind of had to do this tag because we were the only ones that Emily tagged, but we also thought it would be a good way to start doing. I think we're gonna start to try to do more videos now. Do them more often, and some of that I guess will probably be tags and other things that people might be interested in. So this is a perfect one to do it because it has nothing to do with books, and so we'll see if people stick around to hear our answers. So there's actually only a couple prompts to this, but with this, so again, it's called the music and the memory tag. And the first prompt, and our answers are actually all related here, so for all 4 prompts. The first one is, what was your favorite band ever that just blew you away? And so I don't really listen to bands all that much. I've got an answer for this, but I don't really listen to bands all that much. My favorite musician is DJ Tiesto, right? Listen to like a lot of trance, or trance techno, ambient techno. I listen to music all the time. I listen to music all day long at work, but it's all like vocal trance, just stuff that I'm pulling up on YouTube. And I listen to a ton of music, but not really bands like most people do. But one band that we have always loved since I was in high school is AC/DC. And AC/DC I just always felt that they were just so unique. And when I was first introduced to them, I was just so impressed with just their stage presence and the power behind their performances. The songs were just really engaging and energetic, but just the power behind those performances, just like watching Angus Young just run around and spin around on the stage while he's playing these just incredible just pieces on guitar. It was amazing. It amazed me back then. It still amazes me today. And so that's a band that, ironically, a real true rock band, which is not normally what we listen to, that we've always loved. And so prompt 2 is, share a story that is a memory you have related to this band. And I guess what that is, not too much of a story, but I was introduced to AC/DC when I was in high school by one of my best friends at the time that lived basically across the street from me. And we did a lot together. And he was really into AC/DC. And so he introduced me to them, but he had a voice just like Brian Johnson. And if you ever listen to AC/DC at all, Brian Johnson has a very distinctive voice, which is one of the reasons he became the vocalist for that band. And he just, my friend, his name was Mike. He wasn't he wasn't a singer or anything, but he would just go at it once the AC/DC came on, and he would just sing these songs, and he had that I can't even mimic it. It was such a unique voice, but it's just high pitched, but nice voice of Brian Johnson, and he replicated it like few people could. So that's my memory to go along with that. So let me see. I lost it here. Okay, now what was a song you heard a long time ago that just stuck with you? And I'm going to keep this all related because probably the only music that I listened to back when I was in high school that I still listen to is AC/DC. And the song that has most stuck with me, that I loved back then and that I still love now and still listen to, is Who Made Who. And that song was a little ironic, I guess, because I'm talking about it here as we're doing a YouTube video, but Who Made Who was a soundtrack for the movie Maximum Overdrive, which was based on a Stephen King book. So I says ironic because a couple reasons. Number one, because Emily loves horror. We talk a lot of horror here. Emily is all about horror, and that was based on a movie, Maximum Overdrive, that was based on Stephen King's story. So it's also ironic because doing it here on YouTube, and today we're all the time on YouTube and Instagram, what that song is about, the lyrics is about really like us becoming subservient to the machines that we're creating and the devices that them really kind of taking over. So I don't know, just kind of ironic, but The last prompt is to share a story that is a memory related to that song. And so I guess that story would be, when I was in high school, I was introduced to AC/DC. Mike and I were we both wrestled. And so we used to weight lift a lot. And so we were constantly weightlifting. We lived across the street from each other. My garage had a weight set in it. His garage had a weight set in it. We'd just go to one or the other, and we'd spend a couple hours, like just all the time, regular basis. And we always listened to AC/DC. And it's one of those things, like as I get really old, so many memories start to fade. But that's one of those like fond memories that you always just, those nights when we would just get in the garage together and just pump that AC/DC and just really pump each other up, and we were so in the zone. And I just look back on those times like so fondly. And that was the album that we listened to the most, was Who Made Who, because that was a soundtrack that had been put together for that movie. Who Made Who was written for that movie because that's what the movie was about, but it had a lot of their other hits on it. That's some of which came from other albums, like You Shook Me All Night Long, Shake Your Foundations, Sink the Pink, Hell's Bells. All these like great AC/DC songs are on there. And so we would just listen to one after another. Loved it. And today I still, when I weightlift, so I had a couple surgeries in the last couple years. Nothing major serious, but it stopped my weightlifting for a bit. So I haven't weightlifted now in a couple of years. But a couple years ago, when I was weightlifting, that's what I would listen to, is Who Made Who. All these years later, I'm still listening to the Who Made Who soundtrack as I'm weightlifting, just like I was in high school. So I don't know. I don't know if everybody would find that story interesting, but I find it interesting for me. So that was it. Thanks. We want to thank Emily for tagging us, and thank you to Rod for creating the tag. So there's got a little piece of us, little interesting tidbit about us that has nothing to do with books. So once again, we want to thank you all so much. All of you that watch us, all of you that subscribe. We really appreciate it. We're planning on doing the live stream soon, and leave your name if you want to get a copy of that book in the giveaway. We'll leave it open for a week, and then we'll spin the wheel. So, as always, everybody, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you very soon, but in the meantime, take care of yourselves and each other, and we'll see you next time.